All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live from the Apocalypse, where we are playing Monster Hearts. This is Stalker in the Woods, the second episode of our Monster Hearts game, about four college girls and Charlie. And it is it's going great. Everybody's having just a really good, wholesome time at their spring break. Nothing weird has happened. It's fine.
Nothing.
Uh,
Everything is great. Everyone is happy.
We're in a
as
cabin.
as always, at Live from the Apocalypse, we are raising money for a charitable organization. Right now, we are raising money for the International Rescue Committee, which is a fantastic aid organization that helps communities and refugees all around the world. If you would like to donate, you can call up the command in chat of !donate, correct? Will Malchus, and that will pull up the link to our donation campaign. We also have a couple incentives for you. If you donate $1, you will get a call out on stream and force me to refresh my terrible lipstick. If you donate $5, you will give players, add to the advantage pool that our players can pull from. That will give them a +1 forward. Or if you donate $10, you can give them disadvantage, which would be a -1 forward.
You could just not.
You could just not. If you donate $15, you can cause me to run this game in a silly voice for 90 seconds. It's 90 seconds this time. So
What was it before?
60.
60?
It's 60.
Ooh, up in your
60. So I'm up in my game. I want to get those donations in, guys. So if you want me to run this game in a silly voice, I will run this game in a silly voice. I'm going to have to figure out which silly voice I'm going to use, but so it goes. And of course, you can do things like if you donate like $20 or something like that, I will assume that you want to give the players a point of advantage and have me do a silly voice, so on and so forth. Okay. Anything else? Is there anything else that anything else I'm missing?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's us.
All right. Well, when we last left off, last episode, a whole lot had happened. This pair of two houses, two cabins in
Two houses,
the woods,
both alike in
alike,
dignity, etc.,
and
etc.
two houses alike in dignity, so on and so forth. Secretly, each a pack of assholes showed up, caused some shit, people died, the end. Somehow, tragic love story. I don't know. Two people left a dance last night. One from each house, and then neither returned. Right now, we have Marissa, the ghost, who is even now more ghostly than usual, having suffered a serious heartbreak when her crush, she discovered her crush having sex with another girl. We have Andy, that other girl, who is has an imaginary friend who might not be so imaginary. We have the crush, Robin, who is just here, the Fae, who is just here for chaos. We have our hollow, Grace, who is mad at everybody. And we have Charlie, scion of a monster hunting family, who is really sick of it. Currently, last night, the friend of the Mu Phi Alpha sorority girls and sort of the ringleader of their little crew, Eden, who had been on and off again relationship with Charlie, got kind of shitty with Charlie out of nowhere, as is her wont. and disappeared off into the woods with Charlie's eldest brother, Thomas. And neither of them returned. So, seeing that two of their friends were missing, as no one can see Marissa currently, the sorority house went across the way and confronted the remaining Owens brothers, one of whom, beastly drunk, Finn, told them all they were fucking insane and should go away. The others, more conciliatory, said they would go and look. And so they all went off into the woods going to look for these people. In the woods, they found Thomas Owens, his shirt off, unconscious, in a pile of leaves. For reference, the casting for Thomas Owens is young fuckboy Tom Hardy. Just giving you the image.
A mental image.
Just a mental image here.
Incredible.
That image of him from MySpace wearing the tidy whities, that's exactly what you should be thinking.
That's exactly what you should be envisioning for Thomas Owens.
That's my brother.
Yep.
Can we not?
Sorry.
Your brother is packing them tidy whities. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. Anyway,
just have
moving
fun.
right along.
Slop that down, dude.
Moving right along. Oh, we got a
Yeah. You want
donation
crack one
that
for the big
is
boy.
$25 from Rouge. Thanks,
No, it's
Rouge.
15.
15.
Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, I
It
can't.
lied.
It's not so much that it lies as it is that I
The font
can't
is interesting.
I can't see. The
Uh.
font is interesting and I can't see. So I'm trying to figure out what voice should I use.
You did say Australian last night, so I'm just putting that on the radar.
Did say Australian, but is that funny or is that insensitive?
I don't know. What does your
to-
Australian voice
We're
sound
gonna
like?
find out. I know.
I don't know. It's not very good. Is the thing. I can't like. I lost it immediately.
I was gonna say the
I like in
immediate
2
hesitancy.
seconds.
Yeah,
I
maybe
lost it.
maybe pick
Maybe
one
a
you can
different one.
sustain
Yeah.
for the full 90 seconds,
90
whatever
seconds,
that may
yeah.
be.
Right, whatever that may be. I'll pull back I'll take back this one because this one is very
Ooh.
easy to do. Let me
Just tell
see.
me more about the fuckboy that is
Yes, I
Thomas
can tell you
Owens in
about
this
the
voice.
fuckboy, yes. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Is what he would say to you. Anyway, said fuckboy is semi-conscious on a bed of leaves in the middle of the wood, and as you approached him, you were stopped forcefully by one of his brothers, not angrily, but rapidly, and he pointed out to you all that there were active active magic going on around you. And you saw burnt into every tree, glowing with old, spent energy, was sigils of, well, you don't really know what they're for, but you definitely can feel the power inside them. Would any of you like to roll with dark and see if you can identify what sort of magic is happening here?
I do.
would.
Everyone roll with dark.
I
do we
would actually.
roll in
I
this system?
should have grabbed dice before we started this.
2d6.
2D.
2d6. Add your stat. And yes, add your stat. And Jen it was only $15, so
7.
oh, 7. All right.
So
I understand if my 90 seconds is done. I feel that was worth 15.
No, that was fine. There's 5 seconds left.
That's
Okay,
exciting.
incredible.
Robin will.
But
not
now
be
it's done.
So Della, I actually want to use a move. I
Ooh.
want to use what move do I want to use? What the hell is the name of
My
that
God.
move? I want to use downward spiral to gaze into the abyss.
All right. Tell me about it.
So when I use that move, if I cause myself 1 harm, I get a +2 to my roll. So I think what Charlie does is kind of drop to his knees and dig his hands into the underbrush, and in doing so, catches his palms on some sharp rocks, hence causing that one harm, as he goes to gaze into the abyss and rolls with dark.
Extremely good. Go for it. So you are all gazing into the abyss. That is the move
No.
you're currently. Okay.
I
A
am
13.
So JD, what'd you get?
10.
10. Malchus, what'd you get? 13.
13.
Tracy?
I got the 7.
7. Jen?
6.
6. Cute. All right. So
And I have
7
+1
to
dark.
9 was just you, Tracy. The other two of you got a 10. And you, is Robin doing anything, or is Robin just
So-
watching, or do you have another move?
I don't necessarily have another move right now. What I was going to do is I wanted to look not at the magic part of it, but I just want to look at the actual like landscape around us.
Okay. Okay.
So I
Roll-
was just not sure if that is also still with.
No, that
Dark.
would not be with dark. That would be, I'm going to call that keep your cool. So roll cold.
Okay. It's a 5.
It's a 5. Do you have a string on Thomas?
No, I never spoke directly to Thomas.
Okay.
I think technically Thomas has a string on me because everyone
think-
gets a string on me as the Fae.
Yeah, kinda.
Okay, just curious because since you brought up string on Thomas, I do have a string on Thomas and I failed
Yes.
my roll. So in case that's relevant.
So with a string, I'll let you re-roll.
Ooh, yay. I'm gonna pick
I'll
different
let
dice
you.
then.
I'll let you re-roll. It's a one shot.
Hell yeah.
We are gonna play a little bit fast and loose with the rules, partially because I don't actually own the Monster Hearts system, and partially because it's a one shot. And
Sweet.
what'd you get?
On a reroll, I get an 8.
Fantastic. Okay, so what you get? What did you roll again, Robin? For
I rolled a
Physical surroundings?
5 on like a keep your cool kind of. I'm not looking at the magic of the situation. I'm just looking around at the woods in general to see if there's like, anybody standing like 70 yards away watching us like a fucking weirdo.
you don't
It's
see
me.
you don't see anything. You are
Okay.
actually kind of between Andy making it weird, even though she said she wouldn't make it weird.
She promised.
She promised she wouldn't make it weird, and here she is making it weird. And just how bizarre this whole thing is. You are up in your own head. Those of you who rolled below a 10 for gaze into the abyss, you are all well. Actually, go ahead and tell me what it is, Jen and Tracy. What are you specifically looking for here?
I'm personally trying to take a look of what the hell is happening, who might be involved, and like, do I recognize anything weird about this? So my background is investigative forensics, trying to like look into things and understand them better, because I think everyone has an ulterior motive.
Interesting.
I
So,
think given I'm just also gonna give my justification and then you
Please do.
can.
please do.
I think given my personal history with the Owens family, that I'm specifically trying to figure out if I think this was basically a situation that was self-induced or if it is like AKA a ritual gone right or wrong, or if it was in fact something with an external supernatural force that caused this situation.
When you gaze into the abyss, Grace, you are immediately the amount of power here is a little bit blinding. It a little bit it foxes your senses in a way. There is a lot happening to the point where it leaves you feeling almost a little bit uh, uh,
Like punch
on
drunk.
your back foot. So you're going to take you're probably going to take you're going to take -1 forward. You're going to take disadvantage going forward. Just in your next roll, that has to do with anything with sensory perception. You're going to take a -1 because this power is like a smack to the face. It's like a being punched in the nose. But you do see that this is external. Thomas has not done anything to himself.
Okay.
Marissa, you know that you saw previously that that somebody was outside your house last night. You'd seen footprints outside. So you know there's someone creeping around. You don't know if this is related, but you also assume things are related until you have a good idea that they're not. Just keep tabs on all of that. You also know from your research that in sort of the mystical arts that almost every sorcerer has a signature that will be present at some point in their magic. And you are going to take -1s going forward similarly right now because you are so focused trying to identify where in this spell the signature is. And while you are doing that, while you are so focused, you actually find yourself drifting across the line, and you actually touch it, and the power that is still within that circle briefly flares for a moment when you do, and it hurts. So I'm actually going to say take 1 harm. So you're not going to take a -1 going forward, but you are going to take 1 harm
Okay.
from touching that circle. Now, none of you guys can see Marissa, but you do see the circle do something. It flares and pops where she touched it. Andy and Charlie, with your 10 and 13, what is it that you guys are looking for specifically?
Well, I rolled the abyss move, so you got to give me some lucid visions, baby.
Lucid visions, baby. Okay.
What a phrase.
No, do not
That's what it
rephrase.
says. That's what it says.
That's what it says. And I didn't give you guys visions because I'm lazy.
I will be asking for visions as well, just for the record.
Fuck.
I mean, you don't have to give me visions, but that's what it says.
Yes, I do. It's what the rules say.
It is
It's
what
one
the
of the
rules say.
things.
But it's
Say what
powered
the
by the
rules
apocalypse.
demand.
It's a made-up game.
It's a made-up game. It's all made up. What you see is when you're looking at this is you see incredible power, just lines and lines and bands of power being pulled together and warped together, and you see multiple sources of power that are both, and you are both able to identify this in possibly different ways. You see that the power within the circle is initially greater, but the circle both pulls power, both locks the thing within it and pulls power from it. This is a powerful binding. And there are other symbols here for the sapping of strength. So Charlie, you're actually familiar with some of these. They are
Yeah, just
they're
that's
spray
fun.
painted
grip
on the
it,
walls of your
baby.
compound
Slop that down, dude.
to
Crack one for the
sap
big
the
boy.
strength of anyone who might come near. You know that one of your brothers helped put them up. One of your brothers is actually sensitive to magic, though that's a hush-hush thing, and does not. So all of that is spray paint. Some of these are spray painted on the walls of your compound. You're not familiar with others. But you are both able to identify that this is binding and siphoning.
We just got a donation, $5.
$5. Hooray!
Anonymous.
All right, that's one into y'all's advantage pool. Who is it
Thank you.
from?
It.
Anonymous.
Does the one from
Oh.
the first game carry over? Because if so, then we have 2.
Y'all used it.
Oh, we did use
You
it.
used it.
And that's a
Dang.
great point. Do not microwave. That does bring the tracker to 69. The last
Ooh,
two
it does
digits
bring
are
it to
Yeah.
69.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
All right. Let me pull up your advantage pool again. Which is 1. You've got 1 advantage to use. So that's what you guys see. And you guys who pulled the higher numbers, you also get all the information that the other 2 got. And I'm going to roll. Okie dokie. Yeah, okay. Charlie, your brothers are being idiots. They are basically just like, what is this? Finn is being a lot more demonstrative, is being very demonstrative, as is his nature about this, and just sort of going, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? What the fuck are you doing there? And Riley is sort of quietly pacing and muttering to himself, sort of around the edges, just like, but clearly they're both confused. You are pretty sure you know more about this than either of them do. And Thomas is kind of sitting up in the middle of the circle, just going, what?
Thomas, what the fuck happened?
Okay, where's our friend, you weirdo?
Friends.
Who are you? Who are you? No, not you. You're Charlie. Who are you?
Who are you
Robin?
talking to?
Yeah, he's pointing at. He's going to be pointing at the 4 of you, or the 3 of you. Actually, hold on.
That's the thing that keeps fucking me up.
Yeah, the. Yeah, the 4 of you.
Oh.
So he's like, "Who are you?" And you. I know you. He points at Grace. And who are you? He said, points at Marissa.
I look perplexed. Does that trigger me to be visible?
He's not telling you he cares about you.
Oh, damn it.
But he is acknowledging your presence. Now, we could say that you have had people recently acknowledge how much they care about you, and your presence has been acknowledged.
So
I would
both
say both conditions have been met, but not jointly. I would say that this is enough to bring you back. Over the course of this next scene, if you don't want to be visible yet, I will say that next scene you can become visible. Or you can become visible whenever you think it would be funny.
Oh. Let's do that.
All right. I'm going to give
Dramatic.
you control over this.
Are you still drunk? There's only 3 of us here. Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about, Thomas.
The blonde. You don't see the blonde?
What?
She's like, you're like right there. Can I pick up a stick? You like wave to your friends, or are you just going to make me look like an asshole? Oh, you're just gonna make me. Oh, that's real mature. That's real fucking mature. I fucking hate ghosts.
So,
Did you just say
are you
ghosts?
telling? Yeah, you want to
Yeah,
run that one
just
by
fucking grip
us
it and rip
again
it, baby. Slop that
while
down,
you're
dude.
contained in your
Brothers
little
are also
corner?
both
Crack
just
one
like
for the big boy.
they're looking at him. He's just like, oh, fuck.
Oh, we got another donation.
Oh, we got another donation! Yay! I
Who
get to
is
do
it?
I get to do Thomas in this voice. That's lovely.
This one, this
Excellent.
one was from Do Not Microwave, which brings the total to 1869.69.
Incredible.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Stunning. Stunning work.
Stunning work. Stunning work. How much was the donation?
It was like $2.79 to get us to
No, it's
It was
perfect.
the
1869.69.
amount necessary.
It
It was the
the
amount
right amount.
necessary. It was the
It
right
was
amount.
what
So
we
thank you
needed.
for that, and I get to refer. I will take the opportunity to put my lipstick on.
You get the secret incentive, the law and order. Nice.
Nice.
I hate lipstick a lot. So yeah, he's just like, you guys just, what happened? Why are you here? Why am I in the woods?
Well, we're here because we were looking for where our missing friends went, and you were involved, and you are in apparently a magical timeout chamber. So, what did you do last night?
He's like gonna look around.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck,
where's
I-
Eden? Thomas, where's
Eden.
Eden?
Where is Eden?
Yeah, that's what I asked you.
No. He looks genuinely confused. He's like, she was here. I don't know. I don't
You
I
don't
remember.
remember?
No. Like, no, I don't remember. And that's fucking weird because she was here. And I don't remember. And like we got here and then it's like it's gone.
Well, why did you come out here?
I'm impatient, so I'm gonna actually like pretend like I'm walking up, but just become visible. Just to fuck with him right now.
He
Hey
like gives
guys,
you a
what's
look.
up?
He just gives you a look.
So what's going on here?
Oh my god, Marissa.
Grace is gonna like throw herself at Marissa and give her a big hug.
Finn's gonna be like, there she is. There she is. I told you. Did I not tell you?
Listen, you weren't the one we were concerned about. Well, actually, you were concerned about him.
I was
Grace.
concerned.
I
He was
concerned
shady.
about.
All right.
Okay, yeah, but like
I'm
I
shady.
Said,
Your
Riley
friend
was
is
the one who
fully
danced
dead.
with her. Shut the fuck up. Your
You
brother
shut up.
is.
You
Your
can't
brother
tell
is
someone they're
trapped.
dead. You can't do
No,
that.
yeah, that's super rude.
Yeah, that might be offensive. I'm not really sure.
And your brother is the one who's trapped in the fucking circle. So you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not actually entirely sure I'm trapped. Hold on. The others are like,
No, I think it's a great idea. You should try it.
Yeah, you should try it. Let's see what happens.
He walks out. He hits the edge there. I'm gonna roll some dice for him. Okay. These dice are shit, by the way.
These dice suck.
These dice
rule.
suck.
It's rude. Those dice were a gift.
These dice were a gift.
So rude.
It's so rude, but they're not rolling well for me right now.
Tonight is a very rude night.
For the
Goodbye.
drama of it all.
So he walks through, hits the edge, kind of like grunts a little. You see you see the circle light up and to start glowing as he starts to try to push his way through. And it's holding him, but you're not sure for how long. And Marissa, Charlie, and Andy, with your prior 10 pluses, you can see that the sigils for draining strength, for draining energy, are like starting to burn out. Like they're almost starting to get overloaded as he is pushing against the edge here.
Well, he said he didn't remember, so maybe we should just let him out.
That would be great. This actually kind of sucks.
I think he's good where he is.
Yeah, doesn't he like hate magic? And isn't he like doing magic?
I'm not doing shit.
I don't know.
That's not even my problem. Like my issues is we don't even know where Andy is. Second, I don't know how to fix it. And third,
No,
I don't think I would have
we don't know
with
where
it.
Eden is.
No, Eden is.
Andy's right here.
Right here,
Andy's
not that
right
you
here.
care.
Shut the fuck up.
I care.
Oh my god.
I just asked you not to be weird about it.
You guys,
Take a string on Robin. Take a string on Robin. Holy shit.
I will.
Go
thank
ahead.
you.
I could call in your fairy contract and be like, you fuck. You won't like that when that happens.
I hate this so much.
This is beautiful. I love this.
I hope you
Okay,
do it.
I don't know what's going on there, but if we can go back to concentrating on the weird guy in the woods who may or may not have killed our friend, like that would be great.
At
Well, he
this
said
point,
he didn't.
at this point,
He said he didn't, but
at this point, Thomas breaks through the other side of the circle and kind of like falls down. He is like like steaming. Like
see,
burnt.
that's not normal.
No, that's not normal.
It's really kind of gross.
I actually don't know that I've ever woken up outside in like a circle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
clearly he's the weird one here.
He's the weird one here.
He like rolls over and just is like A, fuck you. B, it's not like this has happened to me before either.
We only have your word on that.
Looks up at Charlie. He looks up at Charlie and says, "Look, I came out here with her, yes, to piss you off. I wasn't gonna do anything with her.
And
I wasn't
then
gonna do anything with her.
That's still fucked up.
Yes,
Yeah, that's still
Yes.
fucked up.
I'm
but
sorry.
then what?
Hey, shut the fuck up, girl. This has nothing to do with you. I'm talking to
It
my
does
brother.
have something to do with us because it's our friend that's missing.
Yeah, don't
You're
fucking do
here
that.
and accounted for.
Yeah, we know where you were. Where is our friend?
If I knew, I would tell you. I just woke my ass up in the middle of a weird ass magic circle, which, as you have pointed out, is weird.
So
I
not
don't know.
only are you a creep, but you're fucking useless too. Great.
Yeah, let's keep moving.
Yeah, has anyone tried to actually call Eden? Have we actually just tried that one?
I think
Oh
we
my god, you
did.
fucking morons. If you say that you haven't tried to call her, you absolutely do not get to fucking
I will
tell
kick
me.
him while he's down.
Interesting. Interesting.
Literally.
I would love you to roll for that.
Yes, please.
I would
kick
love
him.
you to roll volatile for that.
My volatile is +2. Let us pray.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Can you beat a 12?
Actually, I met it. I also rolled a 12.
What does that what does that mean in this system?
What I'm gonna
What's
say that means is
It's not a roll off, is it? Or what is the move? Lash out physically?
lash out physically, roll volatile, 10 and up, you deal them harm, and they choke up momentarily before they can react.
Well,
but he's also lashing out physically. They're both doing it.
Traditionally in Powered by the Apocalypse, the GM doesn't roll. You just kind of decide what happens for your NPCs. So like normally, because only the player rolls, it'd be like 10 plus. You lash out physically. You deal them harm. They choke up momentarily, but then they can do whatever they want to do. But your game, totally up to you.
Okay, that's fair. So, yeah, you lash out physically.
He's down there on the ground. I just kick him in the stomach. He's mouthing off. he's calling us stupid.
Okay.
When we're,
He looks. He pauses for a moment. That gives him pause, and then he stands up.
Mm-hmm.
You are very, very lucky right now. Let's go, boys. And he is going to walk off with Finn and Riley following him. He is not going to look back for Charlie. He does not assume that you are following him.
Which Charlie is not.
Charles, your brother, is unimpressive.
It's Charlie. But yeah, you're not wrong.
Jeez.
That was a whole thing. So do we have any more information as to where our friend might be? Like,
Hey,
do you think he was telling the truth?
Hold on. Where have you been?
What do you mean?
None of us could find you. I went and started a fight with his family this morning, thinking they had done something to you.
Yeah, they were really worried.
I just woke up early because Andy was in our room and I went for a walk.
Oh, I see.
I did mix up the rooms this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Get lost.
Mm-hmm.
But you didn't come back to the room
after my walk
last night.
I did.
Oh, you came back after Andy got lost.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where when we're all saying lost, we don't mean lost, do we?
No, we
just
do.
checking.
We mean that.
Looking at Marissa. They didn't actually mean she got lost, do they?
Robin just goes,
Marissa really wants to believe that Andy just got lost, but she saw what happened, but
well, look, ladies, this isn't the time for this anyway. We got to find Eden.
That's right.
I would like people to try to roll to just kind of notice something, which there really isn't a good move for that in Monster Hearts. So I'm going to have everybody just roll keep your cool.
Okay.
Because that's the closest thing we've got.
So this is 2d6 as well.
2d6 plus cold.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, this is not gonna be
9.
good.
9.
7.
7. Okay.
10.
10. Nice.
The dice, they finally like me.
All right.
8.
4.
4. Cool.
It's pretty fair in this scenario that Angie is not able to keep her cool.
Yeah, just got lost again.
That is fair.
Yeah. All right. So who got a 9? Who got a 10? 10 and above? Okay, just you. So you can ask me one question about the situation and we'll take one forward to acting on it. What question do you want to ask?
All right, you said that there was very specifically something for us to notice.
We can just go with what yeah. So I'm just going to actually give it to you. You see trees are moving. Not swaying in the wind, fully moving. The trees that had the circles burnt into them that are now burnt out because of Thomas's leaning on that ward. The trees are moving, like the bark is shifting. No, they're not like walking. It's more like shapes are moving underneath the bark.
Ooh.
Okay.
Who got a 7 to 9?
Yo.
3 of y'all. Okay, you guys. You guys see this, but like a moment too late. You do not actually see the shapes moving until 8 figures have stepped fully out of the trees and are all of them holding knives and are approaching you with in a kind of almost stop motion animation, sort of like leaf flicker movements as they approach you. They look deeply unhappy about your presence here, and those wooden knives that appear to be both in their hands and part of their hands look extremely sharp.
Do I feel any kind of a kinship?
These are dryads. These are you don't, I'm not going to make you roll for that. You know these are dryads.
With knives?
Dryads with knives. They
have to keep up with the times.
Listen. So yes, dryads with knives are approaching you. What do you do with that?
I believe I'm traumatized, correct?
I believe, let me look.
What a question.
You were not killed with a knife.
Okay.
You were just shot.
So
I
I
just
actually
have
have a
unresolved
condition
trauma.
from last
Okay.
session, and I don't remember what it means. It's I watched on
Yes.
notice.
Yes, you're right. Unresolved trauma. You do have the condition traumatized. When someone helps you resolve this condition, you both mark experience. No one has helped you try to do that yet.
Yeah,
No
that's
one has done that yet. So yes, you are currently traumatized.
Yay.
Yay. But that helps if you have, I don't know if you've got that other move that
I do,
with.
that's what I'm thinking, is that these trees. So when I died, I was with a bunch of my friends and I had a strong coven. And so I feel like projected blame is exactly what's going to happen in this situation. And I'm going to be like, because I am traumatized, it says you may act as though others have the condition at fault for my death. So I feel like this is similar enough in vibe to like being around my friends and like feeling that kinship that they're going to have that condition.
Okie dokie. You may treat them as if they have that condition. So what do you guys do? Andy, you basically don't look up until one of them has their hands almost around your.
Rip it, baby.
And
slop that down, dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one for the big boy.
Thank you for your donation, Karen.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Mom.
We appreciate it, Will's mom.
Thanks, Will's mom.
How much did she donate?
$20.
$20. Okay, that's one for the advantage pool and 90 seconds of silly voice.
Yes.
So one of them almost has its hand around your throat.
I think.
What do you do?
Can I try? Can we try to? I guess, looking at these options, can I try to shut someone down, as in try to like
talk them down?
Yeah, I guess. Yes. Since there is a little bit of a kinship there with.
Yes, I believe you can. Yes, roll 2d6.
That's a 6.
All right. Would you like to pull one from the pool to make it a 7?
I think I do. I think I would like that.
All right.
I think I would like to make it a 7.
Also, those of you who have strings on one another, remember you can spend those strings to give your fellows advantage as well. So if one of you had a string on Robin, you could give me a reason why you're using that string to help her, and it will do that.
I have some complicated feelings about her right now.
I can understand that, right? In this exact moment, it might not be the time. But all right, so taking one from the advantage pool, that leaves you with one.
Yes.
So that puts you at a 7. So they can either give you a string or that shut someone down. On a 7 to 9, choose one from below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return. So what do you want to have happen? They lose a string on you. If they have no strings on you, gain one on them. If they gain a condition, or you take one forward. What are you trying to have happen here?
I think I just want to, instead of having them just immediately start, swinging and stabbing, I want to be like, hey, we don't have any, we just came out here looking for our friends. We don't know that guy. We don't care about that guy. I'm going to pretend Charlie's not here as I'm saying this, because I don't really know how he feels right now, but I'm just gonna, talk in the general as far as, the sorority is concerned. We're like, hey, we didn't help him get out. Okay. We aren't on his side. If you're watching what we're doing, you saw me kick him. You saw that we're not happy with him. So maybe we don't have to do this.
So okay, cool. So on a 7, you can choose one from below, but you come across poorly, and they give you a condition in return.
Yeah.
So I think what you're doing is you're gaining a string on them and spending it in the same moment to get them to back off. That's what you're trying to do.
Yes. So, I don't want them to try to strangle and stab us in the woods.
So the ones who are approaching the others with weapons all freeze and are still. And the one who is approaching you is now moves with far more fluid movement, and says, cousin, sister, why are you here in this place, in this flesh?
I got the bad end of a whole changeling deal. Not really my choice. I'm on borrowed time. If I last out 25 years, I can go home.
We understand these deals. They nod. We have no interest in the entity that you speak of. We have no interest in the entity that was taken from here. We want the one who scarred us. And they point to the sigils on the sides of the trees.
If the one who scarred you is the same one who took our friend, then we're on the same side in this. Right, guys? Right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They all kind of turn for a moment, and they look at Andy, and they look at Charlie. And there is...
I just want to say, I think that's interesting, because if you'll allow it, I do think Charlie moved to somewhat intersperse himself between the one that was going for Andy, realizing that she wasn't aware that this was happening.
Okay.
So I think they would be very close together, and therefore it would also make sense that eyes would be on them simultaneously.
Awesome. So, and when they all turn, it's sudden, and it's a rustling. It's a sudden rustling of leaves as they move and focus on you. both, and they say, in a low voice, like a whisper, almost, "Mortal sorcery did this." This is not hard. You are getting shit because you are mortals.
Oh wait, they are. Got it.
Those two. Those two are.
Got it.
I'm with you.
There's a reason on those two. So yes, you guys, the focus is on you two very specifically. And they say mortal sorcery did this to us.
Yep, and that's fucked up, and we're gonna find out who did this.
I wouldn't know anything about mortal sorcery anyway. I don't even like to light candles.
That's true.
Also, I think your sister can vouch for at least this one during the time of whatever this was happening.
Yeah.
We don't know about him. We can't speak for him, but like he seems fine. We think
he has yet to prove himself shitty.
His brothers are terrible, but
one of them sort of speaks up. One of the smaller ones does speak up and say he was playing here just yesterday. He is not an enemy.
Playing.
Well, that actually sounds more suspicious. Not less.
Andy, honey, we were playing.
I was certainly not out here doing anything.
No. Not here. Last night.
They're not super expressive, these sort of wooden masks of these dryads who are very much on a war footing, but they are fertility spirits. They're getting kind of embarrassed for you, Andy.
Robin, look, I know we did play that guessing game very briefly, but I hardly think the forest spirits are interested in that.
I'm gonna step away.
I am.
Honey, everyone knows what game you were playing last night.
You know what? Everyone here is supportive.
I'm not going to say I get it, but I've seen Robin with enough people to know that that's a thing I guess other people like.
Okay.
So, like, it's no big deal.
So
wow,
that was
holy
Robin
shit! I feel like you need to roll to shut someone down because that was so bitchy.
That was really harsh.
That was so harsh. And I'm shocked that Marissa didn't say it.
But who is it directed at is the real question.
I know. I was like,
oh boy.
Here's the thing. Robin would be like, yeah, correct.
Right.
Jesus.
I very much was playing that as literally Grace doesn't get it. She's just like, oh yeah, sex. That's how you get what you want. You like offer people sex. And they like are into it. And then like that's how you get what you want.
That's
like,
actual real life.
Understand at all.
Hey.
But she's specifically had been watching Robin to understand how to pretend to be human. And she's like, yeah, you have sex with people and then they do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I can still roll.
I
mean, you need me to roll for bitchy.
It seems like Robin got it.
Roll whatever you want.
Seems like Robin got it, so that's fine. But God damn. All right. So yes, go ahead.
Well, if we're moving on from it, never mind.
Okay. The dryads sort of shiver, and some of them start to kind of crumble away, sort of back into the earth, and parts of them sort of flow back into their trees or down onto their roots. But one of them, the one who had been speaking to you, Robin, says, find the one who did this to us, and we will negotiate on your behalf to reduce your sentence, if that is what you desire. We are beloved by Our Lady.
If your lady is willing to speak to my lord, that would be not unwelcome. But we intend to find this person, no matter what.
Bring this back with his blood on it. And they drop the knife and step back into their tree.
Pick it up and take a look at it and be like, all right, so I'm fine with killing someone. How does everyone else feel while we have a minute to discuss it?
Everybody dies, so I don't think changing the exact manner of someone's death is that unreasonable.
No, it's very different. It's actually very different.
I think I'm not pro murder.
Okay.
Also, it didn't say that we had to murder anybody. It just said there had to be blood on that knife.
I'm with Andy here.
Do people normally react well when you take their blood via knife?
No.
I think it's preferable to death, generally.
But we'll give them the option. It depends on let's say
I'm
this. Let's say
more
this.
okay with that.
We'll give them the option, and also it depends on, if they attack us first, and also whether or not we find Eden alive.
It also didn't say how much blood. I'm just pointing that out. Could be just like a drop.
I have a paper cut right now, for example.
I'm just gonna give you guys this for free. If you're gonna try to rules lawyer, I'm gonna give you guys this is free. If you're gonna try to rules lawyer a bunch of fae, maybe don't do it in front of them. The trees are like.
So
I have the knife, so we'll worry about it when the time comes.
All right. So
they didn't want to get stabbed. They shouldn't have gotten our way.
Where do you guys go now?
I guess.
Where do we go now? We're kind of at a dead end.
So if you guys want to continue, so you guys can continue kind of exploring your environment. Charlie, you are probably the best at sort of like woodsmanship in general. You eventually do identify a boot print that you can take a picture of with your phone. There is a tread pattern on the bottom of this boot that you're pretty sure you could recognize. Marissa, you are also at the end of this able to, she's walking away. I don't know if she has her headphones on.
Nope. She has to do something.
Okay. Never mind. I'll get you in a second. Go on. Do your thing.
So
like to do anything. Let's see. I said that Marissa had one on Thomas, but I think it actually was Grace that had one on Thomas.
I have one on Thomas.
You have one on Thomas. Okay.
I have one on Thomas too.
Yes, you do. Okay. So Marissa, you are able to identify the signature, the bad. You want any kind of spell that is referring to yourself. When you're making this kind of circle, a binding and draining circle, you want to make sure that you can cross it without it binding and draining you. So you are able to identify the runes and sigils related to the individual. So you're able to find that signature. And you're able to find a boot print, Charlie. Do the rest of you have any kind of skills for finding people or things or magic stuff? Any moves you guys would like to make?
I have a move, but it would involve calling up the Fairy King and asking him for a favor, and I think I might have to save that one for a little bit later in the game.
The literal king.
Yes, it says to seek an audience with the Fairy King. And he will reveal to me a hidden string on someone, gain it on a 7 to 9. In addition to other results, he's going to demand a favor from me. So I'm not going to do that.
Maybe not quite yet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Save it for slightly larger stakes.
Save that for, like, you know.
Yeah, this is the problem. This is the time where you guys are very much in a monster of the week kind of thing happening right now with Monster Hearts sheets.
So I have a move that could be relevant, but it's
okay.
It would be something that would be happening without Andy doing it on purpose. So I have a move where I can ask the dark power for something that I really, really want. You attach a price to it and hint at an undesired twist to its nature. And if I pay the price, I get what I'm after. So Andy wouldn't necessarily be seeking a bargain, but if her friend were to offer, what she really, really wants in this moment is to find Eaton.
Okay.
So if Gabby wants to, like, offer, Andy could be tempted to take her up on it.
Okay. I will say that because this is a one-shot, there isn't a whole lot of reason necessarily to not pull out your big guns.
Well, yeah, but
because again, there's no. I'm just saying that as a general thing here, for everybody to know.
Gotcha.
But I can get that. That's generally a thing to do. So as you guys are walking back, you hear in the back of your mind, she would have to be close, wouldn't she? She would have to be close, or he would have to be more powerful than you would think. And as unimpressive as he was, I suspect she must be close for that circle to have so much power in it.
Maybe.
It's not like it was before, is it? You used to ask me for help. Now you're here, you have other friends, other people to talk to. I'm happy for you, of course.
That's not true. We're still friends.
I know. And you know you can always ask.
Well, can you find her?
I can find her. But you have to do something for me. Help me find her.
What's that?
I want to drive. Give me an hour.
What are you gonna do?
What can I possibly do in an hour? Nothing that would hurt you, I promise. I want to feel again with a real nervous system, with a real brain, and a real body, real blood, and real bones. I want to feel again, Andy.
Well, I guess if you promise not to
Oh, Andy.
I guess if you promise not to hurt anybody or do anything untoward.
I promise. And in exchange for that, and at this point, in your past, you've been able to actually see Gabby sometimes. It seemed almost as if she were walking beside you. That hasn't happened in quite some time. But now, while she's talking to you, she's almost there physically walking next to you. And you can see her with her wings and her hair and her just radiant angelic beauty. And she reaches out and she touches your shoulder. And for a second, you see her, you see that you get the sense that this is a mirage. There's something else underneath here. And this is the first time you've gotten that sense of like, that this is not a angel of the Lord. Wow. And she says, in return for this favor, I give you my eyes. And she puts a hand over your eyes for a moment, and you have a brief split second of searing, blinding pain. I cannot hear you.
Yep, I know, I was muted. I think in real life, Andy like stops walking and just like clutches at her eyes and screams.
Jesus.
When you open your eyes, you see it's difficult for a moment because you can see everything. You see every trace, every little shard of magic. That was just a full gunshot, which is hilarious because I'm not in Baltimore anymore. You see every little trace of magic, every footstep, every aura. Your friends all glow, except Charlie.
Friends would be generous anyway.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's true. That's true. Your allies. You realize that you are seeing souls here. And the human soul looks very different. It fills its form more perfectly than the energy that fills a fae or a ghost or a hollow. The hollow, of course, looks hollow, like a cavity in the world. But you can now see almost like a trail of energy moving from that circle. You see the trail of energy that was the Owens brothers leaving off in one direction, and you do see a large amount of energy moving in that direction, but you also see another piece of energy that had moved off previously going off in another direction, and you could follow it.
Yeah, so I guess Andy is going to straighten up and rub her eyes for a second and look around. She's going to say, I think it's this way.
Okay, are you okay? Did you step on glass?
I'm fine. Just a
Why'd you
migraine.
Hmm.
Just a migraine. I get them from time to time.
Okay.
And your migraines help you see things better?
Nope. Nope, not at all. No, I just I got a feeling. I just got a feeling.
Okay.
Well, we don't have leads, so we'll take feelings.
Yeah,
I'll take a
feelings
feeling.
are fine for now, I guess.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You want to gaze into the abyss, don't you, Grace? You want to know what the hell just happened here. I can
Absolutely, I do.
I feel like I have an idea.
Yeah, you probably do.
So that is going to be a 9.
Do you have a 9?
9. So that is a, mixed success. I don't feel like it's appropriate to use the last team advantage for a PvP sort of role.
No, but do you have a string on Andy?
Not on Andy, unfortunately, no.
Okay.
Unless, no, I don't think any of this would make sense. I get bonuses to rolls when I'm lying, but I don't think that would be. I don't think it works in reverse, and I get bonuses to rolls when I'm detecting other people lying.
And that's assuming I am lying, which I'm not.
Right, you're not lying. So what you see...
Andy doesn't know.
What you see when you gaze into the abyss is you see Andy right there where she is walking, but her eyes have been torn out, fully just torn out of her skull. And you see in the pits of her skull, you see glowing golden yellow light.
Anyway, I think it's this way.
I'm like trying to decide whether or not Grace would bother to be like, hey, that's not normal, because in Grace's experience, she doesn't know what's normal. Maybe this is the thing that happens sometimes with like people.
I think it's fair to say Grace has never gazed into Andy's abyss before, so.
Hey.
Ooh.
That Grace does not say anything at just this moment.
Okay.
She's gonna just sort of like take it under advisement.
Just file that away for later.
So you guys stalk through you guys go through the woods.
Stalk through the woods.
Not much
Sometimes that Grace has just been watching Robin do stuff and be like, okay, got it. This is how you human. Yes, yes.
So you walk through the woods. Gabby, you are not Gabby. Andy, you are you're sorting through. You're sorting through all of this sensory data, and it's actually really it's difficult. You kind of keep stopping and starting and trying to just figure this out, but eventually you can see this sort of you realize what you're seeing is very much it's in a color that you associate with Eden. I'm gonna let you tell me what that color is.
I think we'll say gold.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's this gold thread. It is hunting season, so that must be what this is.
What are they hunting at almost 9 o'clock at
Waterfowl
night?
season is the thing, and you can hunt in the river, but this would be a really weird time to do that. I wonder if maybe it's fireworks and I've just got earphones on. It must be fireworks and I've got earphones on. Okay, yeah, no, that was a firecracker. It's fireworks and I've got headphones on and can't tell the difference.
Cool.
Moving on. Cool. My daughter is losing her mind.
This is very
so
funny.
You see this thread.
Sorry, none of the noises coming through on stream because I have everything like compressed and noise gated and stuff like that. So like
okay,
so we've not been picking up any of that. It's just you commenting on like the sounds of Pennsylvania,
which is fine, but like the audience
are screaming babies and gunshots.
Is that a gunshot in the woods where all of our sorority girls are walking around? Maybe.
Oh, spooky. Are we equipped to deal with that? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You are armed and dangerous. Charlie is armed and dangerous. There's
Wait, how is the ghost in danger from gunshots?
She's not.
Been there, done that. It's fine.
Actually, that's how she's in danger of gunshots.
I was going to say,
actually kicks off a whole mess of trauma.
Now I understand.
Yeah, death trauma. Nobody likes it. You follow this thread of gold, and it is being woven around something that it's obscured in places, but whatever Gabby has given you is strong enough to sort of see through this thing that is hidden. It's not letting you get a good grip on whatever it is that is hiding it. It has hidden, whatever it is hidden itself well. But you can follow that string of gold until you get back to the main campground. You follow it further and further until you get to a place. At this point, it is mid-afternoon, and you guys come out of the woods, and there's just people running around. So people are there. There's a whole lot of folks, and the number of souls you can discern, Andy, is becoming really, really difficult to manage. It is hard to track this one thread amid just dozens and dozens and dozens of people. Oh, Zuka.
Well, this is a good time. My hands are disgusting, so it will be.
Yeah, we could.
Let's say, do we need to?
We could take a break. I'll ask Stella.
Okay.
Right.
Stella, it seems like there's a lot going on. Do you want to take a break?
There's a lot going on. Yeah. Why don't we take a break for like 10 minutes? Actually, my daughter stopped screaming, so we'll take a break and let's call it a little bit. We'll take a break in a little bit. I want to wrap this scene real quick. You guys get into sort of the common area. There's a big fire pit there, and there's a couple big buildings. It's the fire pit sort of in the circle of cabins. You're sort of the far side of where y'all's is. The trail intersects with so many other trails of souls here that it becomes difficult to discern. And you almost bump into someone, just straight up like walk into a guy. And he kind of turns and looks a little surprised. And you recognize him. It's the guy who like approached you trying to hit on you last night at the dance. And he just sort of looks a little startled and is like, hi, hello, sorry I was in your way. What? He like looks and sees you're all like freaked out. It's like, what's up?
Does the trail lead to him?
Not that you can really see. Like, I mean, it's so hard to tell, but as best you can see, it doesn't lead to him because it's leading to Eden.
Right.
And
right.
Eden is not like behind him or.
Well, that's kind of what I mean. So I think
and what
at that
do
point,
the tread of his boots look like? If I can catch a glance at that,
standing in them, and it is on pavement at the moment. So,
but they are
Shame.
boots. It sounds like
they are boots. It is.
Okay.
It is a campground in spring.
If the trail keeps going, Andy is going to like as he starts talking, Andy's just going to be like shush, and it's going to like push him to the side and keep walking.
Okay.
Robin will just be like, "Don't mind her. We're missing one of our friends. This is a crisis."
Oh no. I'm really sorry to hear that. I hope you find her. And he sort of keeps on going off doing whatever it is he's doing.
Okay then.
Does he? I'm trying to remember. I know Andy's still going off, but I'm trying to remember. I don't think he came up to Andy and I.
Mm-hmm.
Eden wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way to try to recall if he interacted with Eden at any point that night? There's not really a recall roll.
I'll let
there?
you roll with cold on that because that's sort of the intellectual.
My cold is a -1 because I am not smart. I am just angry. Okay, but that's still an 8.
Okay.
Could be worse.
You don't know. So the thing is, you lost sight of Eden pretty quickly there because your attention was fully on Andy. You were paying attention to Finn and to Andy because you were interested in sowing chaos in that little dynamic.
Yes. In that circle.
And so you are not sure.
Okay.
Like, you remember him coming up to you guys and you remember him leaving with his tail between his legs. And you're trying to examine that interaction, but it was so quick, it was so short that there's just not a lot there.
Okay. Then I don't linger on it for more than a couple seconds and I keep following the pack.
Okay. So you keep following the pack.
Justin, fucking grip it, baby. Slop that down, dude. Yeah, dude.
Andy,
one for the big
keep your cool again.
Okay. That was a $15 donation from Funny Voices, Horny Vices.
Horny Vices, good. That's a good line. That is a good
awesome.
Monster Hearts tagline. Let me get my timer up here. All right then. So, as you are walking through the campground, please again, as I said, roll keep your cool.
Yeah, so I got a 7, but my cold is -1. That's a 6.
I have 3 strings on Andy that I could pull.
I would recommend at this point you probably use one of those strings to tell me how you are using it. How are you using this string to bolster your comrade?
I think if as we're going along, if Andy kind of like visually like slows or kind of looks a little bit like she's confused or like is getting lost, I think what Robin would do is like she would be like, she'd be like, come on, you got us all this far. I'm sure you can find her. Okay. You got us this far. I have faith. What is it? She'll like pause and she'll be like, I have faith in you. Which is kind of a shitty thing to say, but she's
no,
gonna
it's
pull
adorable.
It's incredible.
So here's the thing. On a 7 to 9, I tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable. I'm sorry, I switched out of the silly voice too early. That's fine. I tell you how your actions would leave you vulnerable, and you can choose to back down or go through with it.
I have a thought, but it's up to you.
Tell me.
My thought is that if like maybe Robin reaches out and like puts a hand on Andy's shoulder, that could be that Gabby could like take that moment of like physical contact and like cash in the hour.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So that's a good one. I think this is going to be actually, yeah, no, that's how this is going to leave you vulnerable. If you keep going at this rate, you are leaning fully on Gabby. And at this point, she is going to you have the choice. If you keep leaning with her eyes, she's going to take the rest of you and trigger her hour. I will hand you the reins of Gabby.
Okay.
If you want to do that.
I will do that. I will keep moving. I'm not going to stop because we need to find Eden. So yeah.
Okay.
Gabby will take control.
I'm going to briefly narrate what this looks like for Andy. When Gabby comes forward to take over, Andy briefly sees Gabby can no longer hide when she's doing this. She has to be in her own self to do this. So for this moment, Andy can see her for what she is. What does Gabby look like?
I think Gabby looks beautiful, but tarnished. So very androgynous, but very beautiful. Her hair is like this. Clearly, was this like dark, lustrous mane at some point, and now it is sort of very dull and dirty and tangled. It has been like hacked off at the shoulder very roughly. So it's just like very frayed at the ends. Her wings are rotting. So sort of like the stereotypical angel wings, where they're like feathered, kind of like bird wings, but they're actively decaying. So like a lot of the feathers have fallen off of them. They're sort of like shriveling, wasting away. Every time she moves them, more of the feathers fall off. And I think she looks emaciated and is like barely covered by like scraps of cloth.
What does Andy feel as this figure that is so different from the serene winged angel that she's seen in the past takes over?
I think shame. I think she feels Gabby's shame more than anything, and I think that's what fuels Gabby, which is one of the reasons why she was so drawn to Andy in the first place. But it feels like an embrace, I think, and like physically, it feels like an embrace. She feels the shame sort of radiating off of Gabby, and then that's it. Then it's like dark. She's like in a dark room by herself.
All right. You are now, for the next hour of in-game time, you're Gabby. Now, you're limited by the body that you are in still.
Absolutely.
So you're still limited by the body you're in. I think the only change I'm going to give for you, let me take a look at your sheet. What are your stats at the moment? Are the
hot 1, cold -1, volatile -1, dark 2.
Okay. I am going to give you a +1 to dark and to volatile. So your volatile is going to be 0 and your dark is going to be 3. Just for now, into just for now.
Cool.
While you are in this kind of super powered state. You do not have access to any of your playbook moves.
Okay. Cool.
So you're basically you've sacrificed all your playbook moves for these bonuses here.
Sounds good. And this could be a good out for the break, but Andy's going to stop walking and gonna like put her hand up to where Robin has touched her shoulder and is gonna take Robin's hand and say, "Thanks, darling," and is gonna try to pull her in for a kiss.
That's a great place to break. So
it's incredible.
Why don't we take a 10-minute break, and I'm going to go see if my children are alive, and my dog is safely ensconced under my desk now, so that should be fine. So yeah, everybody come back in about 10 minutes. That'll be 9:22, and we'll see y'all in a bit.
See you then.
All right, we are back and live, and now things have changed. The situation has changed slightly. When last we left our heroes, they were walking along and following a golden trail, and then our infernal character gave her body over to her dark power, and now we've got Gabby running around in Andy's shoes, and she just went to go give Robin a big old kiss.
She did.
I
would like to turn. I would like to turn. I would like to unleash centuries of angelic sex appeal in the form of a turn someone on roll.
Do it.
In the middle of this
roll with
incredible.
In the middle of the day?
It's been a long time for Gabby.
Also, I was told this was a horny monster.
Yeah,
this session has not been nearly horny enough.
I know we
have not been very horny.
Last we were very horny. This time around, we're just a little irritated.
Yeah. Not so much
it's time for some horny mixed in with this whole finding our friend thing.
So 10 plus 1, 11.
That is 11. Fun fact.
That is.
So I gain a string. Gabby gains a string, I guess. And you choose a reaction
Gabby now
from below.
has 2.
Yes,
Gabby has 2 strings on me now.
It does.
Okay. I keep picking up my lipstick instead of my pen, and that will not work.
You're her favorite. Congratulations.
Yes.
You know, I'm only here for a couple more years. It doesn't matter much to me either way.
Oh, we'll see what Gabby has to say about that.
Mm-hmm.
I am visibly uncomfortable.
Okay. So you kiss
Zero
Robin.
reaction from Grace. She's just like, yes. This is what humans do.
She's particularly Robin.
This is super Robin.
So
that's so Robin.
That's so Robin.
I would watch that show.
All right,
instead.
Robin, you get to choose one. So Gabby gains a string, and you choose one. You can give yourself to her, promise something you think she wants, or get embarrassed and act awkward.
Well, Robin's never going to be embarrassed about this.
Right?
I was going to say, that would be so sus.
That would be very sus. They would think you were the one who would
It'd be interesting, but yeah.
It would be a string.
You've seen other than that one sentence, you've seen nothing physically happened.
Nothing physically happened. The voice didn't change. The accent didn't change. It was just.
I think it got weirdly confident and sultry, but it didn't like physically change.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think in this case, I will say I give myself to you. Robin just kisses her back, and she's just like, and then she's like,
"Oh, it is not a quick peck. We're doing like hands on either side of the face. Like this kiss is going on for a while."
I'm gonna stare into the abyss.
Do it.
Just to add to how terrible this is, because Grace doesn't quite pick up on the more subtle cues, I think Grace leads into Marissa and goes, "Are they dating now and I miss that?"
Yeah, gaze into the abyss. Gaze
in a way. Isn't Marissa
so I know
gazing into the
turn
abyss?
the knife.
All right, hold on.
Charlie's just sitting there like, can we find my friend with benefits? Can we just? Can we
Charlie's just like, why is this happening, guys?
Guys,
I rolled a 10.
Eden is still missing. What? I thought you guys cared about Eden.
On a 10.
I know that something's up. I feel like I just because I know that Andy has something going on, and it just didn't want me to know.
On a 10, you heard the description of Gabby there. You see superimposed on Andy's body, you see that emaciated, rotting wing figure. It's beautiful. It's horrible. And it is it's sucking
really
face with your crush.
It is sucking face.
Mm-hmm.
This somehow makes me feel slightly better.
Incredible.
Beautiful.
That's Monster Hearts.
You're like, oh, okay.
I'm like, okay, all right. Maybe this was happening last night. Maybe it was all just sort of like a front, and it was just yeah.
You know what?
Meanwhile, Grace has still leaned into Marissa and be like, "Are they dating?" And I miss that.
I think it's complicated.
Why are all of Robin's relationships complicated? What does that
Robin
even mean?
Is beautiful. Let's be.
Whoa.
There's a lot going on for me right now.
Marissa's experiencing some intense everything. Some intense. Marissa's experiencing some intense.
Yes.
Guys, Eden is still missing. Could we,
I think that'll kind of jog Robin out. She'll be like, yeah, you're right. No.
I think,
I thought we were just following Andy to something.
Right.
I'm not even sure what it is we're doing, if I'm being honest.
Gabby will pull back, break the kiss, pull back, or pull back from Robin after she breaks the kiss, and just kind of touch the tip of her nose, and say very quietly, but not that quietly, I'll deal with you later. But in the meantime, the rest of us should keep moving this way.
All right. Don't lead us to our demise.
For you, everything is easy. This world is a book that you were built to read. You walk forward, following the golden trail, following the shadowy. This is annoying you, actually, Gabby, that there is the trace of whoever it was carrying Eden. You cannot access. Whatever they have done to disguise themselves is very, very sophisticated magic. And that is frustrating. Given enough time, you could unpick it. It wouldn't take long. But that would be time that's taking out of this hour that you've got. So, meh.
That's strange. Whoever took her really knew what they were doing.
Is that?
What?
They left no trace. Well, there's a trace, but it's hard to make out. They disguised themselves.
There are so many.
Who's at the bottom there?
Yeah, Julia is not showing up for me, but I can see her in the call. You might need to refresh, Julia.
Well, looks okay. There we go. I was frozen.
Okay.
Yeah, just
I was
it blipped.
gone. Oh, there we go.
It blipped
But
for
it
a
looks like
second.
it's okay for me. And then yeah, I guess Julia just needs to.
Just a blip.
Once Julia's back, this happens. It wouldn't be an LFTA stream if something like this didn't happen.
Knocking on wood.
Cheers to that.
So happens. All right.
Look, there's a couple constants in all LFTA streams.
Mm-hmm.
Technical difficulties is at least one of them.
I'll say this: we didn't crash.
We didn't crash.
We did not stop streaming.
It's true.
So
we did not stop streaming. This is knock on wood. The best it's been.
Knock on laminate.
I feel like I should donate to the technical difficulty gods. Just
I feel
to,
like
please
give
do.
yourself an advantage. It's not gonna hurt. So you guys keep moving.
A $5, just to for the technical difficulty gods.
You guys keep moving. Yeah, you say Andy says this cryptic thing about how this person knew what they were doing.
So someone took her, and it wasn't Thomas.
I don't think so.
It definitely not wasn't Thomas.
Not unless he doubled back on
sexually.
I want to know how Charlie reacts to that statement.
Charlie, this is just how sorority sisters talk to each other. You're gonna have to get used to it. You're one of us now.
Rip it, baby. Slop that down,
Charlie.
dude. Shit, yeah, dude. Crack one.
Your brothers
for the
left
big
you
boy.
in our care.
You thought they were bad? We're not much better.
I just want to find Eden. That's all I want is to find Eden.
Oh, that's
right. By the
right.
way, speaking of that guy you bumped into earlier, Andy. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I don't know. Does anyone else think it was kind of weird that when Robin said that we were missing our friend, he said, "I hope you find her soon"?
I don't know. It depends. We're a group of sorority sisters.
4 girls and you, so the chances are high.
And we were out last night
as a group.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's
maybe
fair.
worth going back and asking him, just because people are shitty. So
the trail will lead to him one way or another if it is him.
I thought you said this was a hunch. How confident are you that you're actually going to find her? Maybe the hunch was finding that dude.
It's a very good hunch.
Okay, but what do you mean by a hunch?
How? Yeah.
I think we should go this way.
Okay, but that's not helpful because we think we should go talk to him.
The rest of us are missing, maybe?
My goodness. What is this strange power that has awoken within me that I have never seen before? Why?
Oh my God,
it would appear that there is a trail of some kind that only I can see. And
funny that it's just so just when we needed it.
My mind is expanding, and I'm really coming into my own.
Okay.
The trail leads to an utility shed.
What?
No, I'm not going
right
into this. Whatever Andy is right now, I'm not going in there with her.
What do you mean, whatever Andy is right now?
What do you mean by that?
There's come on, guys.
I mean, I will admit, assertive is not what I had on my Andy bingo card, but
no.
Are you saying she's possessed?
Or maybe you just really awoke something in me last night.
That's cute. That's sweet.
Statistically speaking, as someone who's like paid attention to the people that Robin has awoken something in, it's never resulted in this amount of change.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will say I am good. I am not that good.
No, something's up, and there's this creepy shed, and this doesn't add up. So,
well, it is daytime though.
Oh no, nothing creepy could happen during the day.
I
mean,
think it might still be worth.
Our dear friend could be in that shed dying right now, and you want to stand around talking about this more?
Do you think she's dying?
How would I know that?
I don't know. How'd you know she was here?
I told you my sudden new abilities.
She's got freaky eyes right now. Like she sees.
Yeah, right?
No, I'm saying I saw. Like she's her eyes are not normal right now. She does see things.
She's not normal right now. I'm not just saying that to be like bitchy, but like she's not normal right now.
Yeah, but like I thought that was like one of the prerequisites of joining the sorority. Was I wrong about that? I thought I just assumed you were all fucking weird.
As far as I know, the only thing weird about her is her eyes, so it might be worth going into the shed.
During all of this conversation, Andy/Gabby is going to look at Charlie and is going to say, "Weren't you concerned about her safety?" And then she'll gesture to the shed.
Charlie's opening the door.
Charlie should go in first. Yeah. Charlie should go in first.
Send the mortal boy in.
I'm really calling out this shit.
Beautiful.
Of course you would.
The first thing you see when you open those shed doors is a John Deere tractor. The second
How beautiful.
thing you see when you open those shed doors is a so this is I say it's a utility shed. It's basically a small barn with a barn door that's just has it has this tractor in it. It has a couple tractor supplies, gear for fixing it. It's like a little tiny one that's designed for like driving around like golf greens and stuff like that to aerate and seed and stuff like that. It is there is a second floor to this, so you see the ladder going up and you see golden light from above, and you can kind of see again it's those old school slats. You can see golden light coming down from above you. I assume you go up the ladder. When you go up the ladder, you see Eden in another circle. This one is fully active. That last one was kind of fading. The power was fading. Eden is lying in the center, arms crossed over her chest, looking to be asleep, hovering ever so slightly above the floorboards, while the circle is sort of glowing, and you can see there is a flow of energy that is coming that is pulling sort of slowly from her. That is represented by this golden light. But the golden light is something that you all can see. This isn't a metaphorical thing. This is something that you are able to visibly see drifting from her into the circle.
Okay. So I know you'd said we use some of the same sigils that we saw in the wood at our compound. what would I know about what it would take to destroy a circle like this?
Roll with dark.
That is going to be an 8.
Okay. You know that these sigils you have almost no familiarity with. These look very different. Some you see, you do not know enough about magic theory to identify the bits. I mean, you can see the energy drain, so there must be some kind of siphoning happening here, but you do not understand enough magical theory to identify which of these sigils is doing that, and where the similarities might be with those trees. You do know that severing a binding like this could be very dangerous, not just to the entity within, but to everything around. You don't know what will happen to this energy once the circle is broken. It's easy to break a summoning circle if you're just a person. It is hard to break a circle if you are not just a person. Hard scaling to impossible, depending on what it is you are. And it could straight explode.
So just a quick follow-up based on what you said there. I'm going to guess the answer is that I probably still will not have enough information to know this, but I know you'd said it's not hard for like a mortal to break a summoning circle.
Mm-hmm.
But I get in the circle with Eden.
You get into the circle with Eden.
Could I? Like, what could be the effect if I did that?
Ooh. That is a keep your cool. That's a keep your cool roll.
Okay.
Because, and this is very much be acting despite fear, because that's that you could be nuking this campground.
So you saying anything before you doing this, or you just jumping in, bud?
I'm just straight up doing this because I just rolled a 12.
Whoa. Okay. So here's the information I'm going to give you. This is the question you were asking. I'm going to answer your question to give you insight. You do not have to do the thing. You gain +1 forward acting on that information. Crossing the circle will break it unless you alter the circle so that you are named as an owner of the circle. There are ways to basically name, like we said earlier, the person who owned that circle, that information that Marissa pulled out got was for the owner of the circle, and you can see based on that 10 you got before, Marissa, you know that circle was made by the same person who made.
I was going to ask.
Yeah, same person. It's got all the same hallmarks. So Charlie, you would break the circle. There are entities that you've heard of that can cross circles without breaking them. There are entities that are able, because they don't really have souls, are able to cross back and forth across magical circles without setting them off, without being a trigger. These are really, really useful entities to have for magic hunters. And I think a branch of your family tried to make one once. You're pretty sure it ended badly. And obviously that's super frowned upon because it's like deep magic to do that in the first place. But these entities exist. If only you had one around.
And so I think what all of you, at least who have come in, see is like Charlie kind of kneel down, study the circle. I think there is an instant where it looks like he is really considering, like, kind of like rocking back, like looking like he might try to take a flying leap. And I think what he says is, man, I really wish I didn't have a soul right now.
Is that because you're gonna do something immoral? Like, what's the...
No, it's because... I mean, it's because we found Eden, and there's the circle between her and us. And
that's just a given.
I assume you're not saying... Are you saying that in character?
Both. Sure.
Oh,
I was wondering it myself.
In character, you fully know, like, yeah, this is marching, stomping through witch shit and wrecking it without it causing it to wreck other people's shit is what the Owens is what you were made for.
I'm trying to remember how much of like everybody else in the sorority specifically knows this versus it just being Marissa knows this about how I am, how I exist.
I think it's just Marissa. I think
Marissa's the only one that knows.
I was gonna say, okay. I think the extent of Robin knowing is just what, like she said, she knows everyone in the sorority is just a little weird.
So
Andy would have actively not wanted to know.
So I think Grace just sort of looks at Charlie and goes, so the only way to get, if someone could cross the circle in safely, we'd still have the problem of getting her out safely, though.
Yeah. We'd have to figure out how to, like, dispel magic in there.
Marissa, you want to roll dark for me?
Yes, I do.
Get in there.
Such a shame we all have souls.
Because I touched it.
You have.
Oh no.
Gabby has.
Dark?
Gabby is a soul. There's not a whole lot else.
I got 6.
Oh, you got a 6?
Yeah. I have 2 strings on you.
Well, why don't instead... No,
actually, you got I have 2 strings on Grace.
So you got a 6. You're looking at this. This is... Here's what you know on a 6. This is... You're looking at this circle, and this has all the same, like, signatures on it.
Mm-hmm.
This is bigger, stronger, more powerful magic, more complex magic than that was on those trees. Okay. Honestly, you are a little surprised to see magic this. If it wasn't for those signatures, you would swear that this was done by someone far more, by someone more advanced. Like that, the trees, the magic on the trees was like an undergraduate essay. This is a doctoral thesis.
I'm thinking script kiddie shit versus like real good Miller.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There you go. There you go. So yeah, that's all you get there. The one thing that you would know is that if Grace were inside the circle, it's possible that she could give you more information that you could use. She could take down the circle from inside it or interfere with it in ways that wouldn't, like, Grace.
Grace, where are you? Physically, like...
I mean, I'm assuming all of us are just sort of like milling
There's
around
not a
in the
lot
same
of
general
space.
area.
There's not a lot of space in here.
Okay. So that's what I was trying to figure out. Like, can I like I do have a little bit of power, so I think I can make it so that Grace can actually get inside. I look at Grace like
Ooh.
Look, we both know I can get in there. Like, do we just want to?
yeah, I just like, Monster Hunter.
Okay, but you'll deal with if he freaks out. Actually,
well, and we have like a really strong magic circle.
Really
like,
calm down because like his brothers are already weird about you too. I don't know if I like stressed that enough, but his brother was super weird about you.
Oh well, that's so true. I mean,
like not in the way about people get weird about.
you notice we got this.
Okay. And like without even discussing it with anybody else, Grace is just gonna walk into the circle.
All right. So all right, Grace is in the circle. Feels funny.
Teeth. Comfy in there?
Buzzes. It's buzzy on your teeth. Like
you know that like weird like actually Grace wouldn't know that weird feeling you get when like limbs fall asleep, but it's like it's just like bees in my teeth.
I think I feel like that all the time.
Oh, that sucks.
That
fucking sucks.
Okay.
Andy, do you feel like that all the time? Is that just like a thing that you guys are feeling?
Andy doesn't immediately respond to you saying her name. And then it's just like, yep, yes. Mm-hmm.
You feel like bees all the time.
Like bees in your teeth all the time.
Terrible.
It's bees awful. In your teeth. It's such a universal experience.
Charlie's just looking at all of you.
Sorry, I found that really funny. That was perfect.
God, I cannot wait to get off of this plane of existence.
Yeah. You and me both. You don't even feel like bees all the time. Come on.
Charlie, you like had an inkling because you knew Eden was a muse that these other girls were also like spooky, but now you're like,
that's fucking weird.
Oh, yep. Yep.
I tried to pretend and it didn't work well.
I gave up on trying to pretend when those fucking dryads popped out of the trees and straight up was like, "Hey, sis."
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, yep. I'm just putting all of these pieces together.
Mm-hmm. Charlie's been a little overwrought.
It's been a day. It's been a 2 days.
2 days.
Like we said, his brothers left him in our care. He's just gonna have to deal with it.
That's
it's gonna be fine. They probably wouldn't have done that had they known.
Had they but known. They knew.
They knew. They saw me up here. God damn.
Finn knew one of you. Yeah, it's true. They Finn and Thomas both knew you were a ghost.
Yeah.
Thomas just did not give a shit. This is whack.
I sussed it out. I did it again. Hey, we can toss around as far as the like.
Just whip that one out.
Move the way the energy is moving. I'm gonna say that why doesn't everybody just give me a roll? Everybody roll dark.
Successes.
You got an 8?
I got an 8.
8 and an 8. Experience in dealing with witches and in a aggressive capacity. Marissa having been a witch, Gabby occasionally being like, that's celestial, and you could absolutely like pitching in like that language, this ancient text, and Robin, your sort of understanding of binding, of the laws of binding magic. You guys are able to unpick this. Once it is go team.
Yay!
Once this is done, Eden sort of bops to the floor slightly because she was hovering that like inch above the floor. She sort of goes boop.
Oh, so not great. Got it. Does anyone know how these are supposed to work?
Like, I was gonna say,
people.
How did you wake up?
Well, she's emotionally invested. Why don't you kiss her real quick? Go on, kiss her real quick.
That works in fairy tales. It could be real magic.
I was going to say we are in Monster Hearts, so I feel like
take a step forward. Gabby will shrug and take a step forward.
I mean, we're in Monster Hearts. It might take more than a kiss.
Charlie definitely pushes Andy back.
Oh, you meant him. Oh, all right, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, only because he's got like an emotional investment and like he's got some beef still dealing with his brother.
Yeah, no, I think that's the only way this would be okay. Maybe still not. Well, whatever.
All right,
we'll see if it works.
So you lean over Eden. You can see she's breathing. She does just look asleep. Her skin is still warm. She is still asleep. And you touched your lips to hers, and nothing happens. She is still. She doesn't.
All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Well, should the rest of us try just to be safe?
You know, it can't hurt.
I'm not totally against it.
I feel like I need to advocate for Eden because she can't advocate for herself right now.
You say that like I haven't kissed Eden.
You say that like none of us have ever kissed Eden.
That's kind of fair.
I'm gonna be honest. All of us have kissed Eden. Yeah. I don't even like normally kiss people, but Eden's kissed like everybody.
She does kiss.
I'm not 100% sure, but she might have been. And I mean, my first kiss.
What?
Whose first kiss?
Mine.
You want to run that one? Yours?
Also, still what?
You're so slick, Gabby.
All right.
So, yeah.
I mean, you know, everyone ever. You know what?
Anyway, next idea. Next idea. Let's keep going.
Charlie is. I feel like you're sitting there in this. Like, I knew it was an open relationship. I was fine with it being an open relationship. This is harder than I thought it was going to be. Yeah. So yeah, no, she's still out.
Would now be a good time maybe for me to risk
Yeah,
of course it would.
risk a favor by going beyond the veil?
I
Could
do
be.
think so.
I do think so.
I think what Robin's gonna do is she's gonna sigh. She's gonna pull that knife out and she's gonna be like, so I'm gonna guess that even though she's out of the circle, we're still probably gonna have to deal with whoever trapped her.
Facts.
So I'm gonna go like behind the shed real quick, and I'm gonna ask I'm gonna try to ask a couple questions from you know, no, just don't worry about it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, it's cool. Go ahead. Take care of business.
Yeah, stay here. I don't know if he's gonna show up. And if he does show up, he's probably gonna be a little bit of a dick. So maybe all of you just stay in here.
I'll miss you.
Oh, God.
Okay.
That was so disconcerting.
I'm not gonna die. I shouldn't die.
Would it help if one of us came out there?
Yeah, I should go with you.
Maybe I should, honestly.
You know what? Let's just everyone go. Let's just everyone come.
Someone should stay here with Eden.
I'll stay here with Eden. I'll stay here with Eden.
You're so brave, Charlie.
I'll stay here to make sure he doesn't do anything weird with Eden.
So
I know your brothers.
Don't judge me based on them, but also fair.
Yeah, actually, that is fair. Maybe I should.
Marissa, you're a lot better. You're a lot better if trouble. You're a lot better if trouble shows up. So maybe I should go with Nicholas. With Robin.
Are you okay? Are you having like a seizure?
I'm fine.
Yeah. Okay. I'm slightly worried about Robin here, but I'll stay.
All right. How about you all stay?
Sure?
All of you stay.
Sure? Because I can handle him if that's what you're worried about.
I think we already decided.
Marissa,
Andy will grab Robin's hand and start
but I
leading
get the
her.
fact you're into Robin, and I get the fact that Andy and Robin hooked up last night.
Yeah,
so go out there and get your woman.
Right.
All
ghost.
Right. You are hot. You are desirable. Get out there and get your woman.
All right. This is a let's go. So Marissa and Robin and Gabby and Andy Gabby.
Andy.
Yep.
Gandy.
Gandy.
All are
and
going.
Marissa.
Yeah. Robin, Marissa, and Gandy are all going outside.
We're all going out back behind the shed, the three of us together to have some private.
All right. All right.
Private
do your summoning ritual. Do what it is we do. What does it look like?
All right. So I think so Robin goes out there. She kind of like nudges the others like kind of towards the side, and she's gonna go into like one of her like inner pockets and pull out this like worn like an old gold coin that's been like so worn that like the marking of like the face has worn off. It's like you can't really even tell anymore what it belonged to. And I think she's going to set that on a little like if there's like a little rock or a little stump, maybe she'll set that there, and then she'll pull one of those like the little bottles of alcohol you get at like the register of the liquor store.
Mm-hmm.
Just pull out just some like just some whiskey, and she'll set that next to the gold coin, and she's gonna be like, okay, I know I'm not supposed to ask I really need you to back me up on this. I have to roll Gaze into the Abyss with Dark. That's a 9. It would have been a 10, but I have a negative, so it's
you can take from the advantage pool or someone with a string on you.
That's why I came here.
Okay. You're gonna use a string.
I do have I will use a string on you because you're another person who's in and out of the mortal realm.
Looking for some way to find whoever did this, and whoever captured the two of them and put them in these circles, and I'm asking for a little bit of help to do it.
The first sign that you've gotten his attention is that the whiskey, the little nip of whiskey, freezes. Like the whole bottle just freezes. And then a circle of frost appears and starts growing and expanding, stopping before it touches any of your toes, and slowly growing upward into the form of a mirror. And in that mirror, you see the king, who is crowned in icicles. He has an elfin features, very sort of looks up and says, "Robin, it's good to hear from you. You made a bargain with your sisters."
More cousins, I guess, tangentially. Different seasons.
I see. I understand.
They were violated in the woods by some being which took one of mine here on this plane, and
he looks directly. Andy, you're standing here, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Gabby. He looks directly at Gabby. Do you mean the demon?
No. Well, and I turn and I look. I look directly at the two of them, and I'm
Not
like,
a demon. Common misconception.
Excuse the inaccuracy of my language, O fallen one.
Yes, no. That one's not involved.
No.
The muse, the one who I spend the majority of the time with.
Ah, the muse. What do you need? She is... her light is behind you and slightly above. What is it that you need from me?
She won't wake, and the old tried and true seems to have failed to wake her.
True love's kiss?
Didn't seem to take.
We all tried.
Odd.
Just to be safe. thing maybe
whomever.
Yes.
Whoever took her?
Yes. They made binding circles, which is how they caught the wrath of the dryads. And I think I think, and I'm of the mind with the dryads, that if we find and dispatch, that should take care of all the problems.
I generally find that killing the summoner does help with releasing the summoned and bound. All right. Let's see. What can I do? I'm not going there, obviously. I'm not stepping foot in this pestilential land of iron. How are you doing? Lovely. Summon me in a ski resort next time. That might be fun. Here.
That's a very Della statement, too.
It's true. There's a little bit of me in some NPC. He says, show me these bindings. And he sort of like snaps his fingers, and the mirror like gets up on like little four little legs and starts like walking forward, like scuttling on beetle legs.
All right. I'll take you back into the shed, and I will lift you. I will lift the mirror up.
He's
up
one
the
of
ladder,
them iPad kids.
Hello, mortal. Hello, mortal man, and whatever you are.
Hi. Don't mind. Just he needs to take a look.
Yes.
This might as well happen.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Charlie.
Oh, all right. Well, you see here, you can read his name right there. Shocked you can't do it. The name you want is... Yes,
Great.
Gregor.
What language is that?
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, he says something that like kind of makes the human's ears ring a little bit.
When would I have had time to learn that, Your Grace?
I thought it might have been that, but I did not look a second time at that.
It happens. I was just reading a work in that language, so you'll have time. These things happen. Anyway, well, it's lovely to see you again, Robin. If you need anything within the next 25 years, ask someone else. And the mirror dissolves.
Great.
That was probably the least disconcerting conversation you've had with the king. He must have been in a really good mood.
Yeah.
It was the whiskey.
I was going to say, I think it was the whiskey. I think it was that he probably got to show off a little bit for these other people. And also, the baby was in a good mood.
It's true. The baby was in a good mood.
That all helps. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of like...
Great. Well, I mean, that's a lead. We find Gregor, we kill him,
right.
And then here's a crazy thought. What if we all just hooked up with each other in the next 40 minutes or so?
Oh my God. Don't rush it. These things just happen.
I mean, I'm sure Eden will be on your side on that. I think she would be, she'd probably have a vote in that direction, but
yeah, I think we're wasting time standing here. Maybe we should really just get this moving.
That's true. We should go find Gregor.
All right. Do you have any ideas for finding Gregor?
Go find someone who knows him.
We're gonna go
starting
break
blasting.
into the.
Starting blasting is a good call.
We're gonna go break into the office where they rented out the cabins.
Alrighty. All right.
That's my only. Unless anyone else knows how
you're gonna fully break in. It's daytime.
Well, shake him.
It's her room too, or something.
The person manning the desk is probably like actually the exact same age as you guys. Is just another college student.
Oh, then we're all the women are going in at the same time then.
Yeah. It's another person. They sort of got they're sort of sitting there. They're obviously reading a book like next to like the keyboard of the computer. And they sort of look up when you all come in. There's like a fan because this is not one of the air conditioned buildings. And they're just like, hi, how can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
Well, hey there, Sugar.
Okay.
Hey there. How can I help you guys? What do you need?
So I was kind of hoping that you would be able to tell me where to find someone.
Andy will lean across the desk and kind of like put one finger under their chin, kind of like lift it up a little bit and say, we sure would appreciate it.
We traveled pretty far and I was hoping I could surprise him.
Gonna just push your hand away.
Can I roll to turn them on?
You can roll. You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to.
Do it.
Get in there. Flirt your heart out.
What I'm here for. That is a 12.
Okay, they are like yeah. Sure. Who are you? Who are you looking for? Like not taking their eyes, like absolute charmed snake, like deer in headlights, not taking their eyes off of you.
We're looking for Jeffrey.
Gregor.
We're
looking for
Sorry,
Gregor.
Gregor.
I'm having a very hard time caring.
Yeah. Sure. The tap. Glance at their screen. Wait, what the fuck? And then they start typing again. They actually pay attention to what they're doing and they type the name correctly. They're like,
Gregor, not Jeffrey.
Oh, Gregor, not Jeffrey. Right, Gregor. And they find them like, there is. We do have a Gregor Brooks here. He's in the only Gregor who's here. Guess it's not that common a name. And he is in cabin 6.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Well, that is where we're headed, and I will be back for you later.
Okay. Okay. Sure.
Bye-bye.
No one's going to call out this behavior? Okay.
Look, I tried it earlier. We're just going to keep rolling with it.
Well, Robin's just kind of like, yes, this is what I wanted when I said don't make it weird.
That's true. It's a lot less weird now.
Robin's like, oh, good. You're just gonna. I wanted you to be open and free to go off and be as much as a hoe as I am.
I don't know if less weird is anything happening.
But you fully know.
It's less weird for Robin.
Robin now fully has confirmation from the Fairy King. That is the hidden string that has been revealed is Gabby.
Oh, the hidden string is Gabby. Yeah. Oh, gotcha. Just like, that's a fucking demon.
Yeah, just straight up. No, there's a demon in your friend. There is a fallen angel in your friend.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is this why, real quick, is this why she'll just sometimes like stare for a while Like she'll be doing something and she'll just like stop and just like stare for a long period of time before she keeps moving. Is that you? Is that what that all is about? Generally?
Wow, I'm not sure what you mean.
Yeah, that's it.
Are we killing this young man or not?
I'm gonna stab him at least once.
Yeah, maybe just cut. Well, let's just go to cabin 6 and
listen.
Let's just go to cabin 6 and find out.
My king set confirmed that killing him is a excellent way to get rid of binding spells.
Yes, it is. I just am.
You guys.
I can't incarcerate you anyway, Marissa.
I hadn't considered that, but that's true.
You guys make your way to cabin 6. As you guys are going there, the door swings open and that guy you'd seen previously comes rushing out and looks at you guys, sees the knife, goes just gray, just ashen all of a sudden, and then turns around to run back inside.
Where you going? Hey, buddy, where you going?
I'm going through the door.
He's going to try to slam the door.
Him.
Yeah, Charlie, you've got your boot in the door. That's not happening.
I'm walking through the fucking wall.
He's pushing on the door with all of the strength his maybe 150-pound gangly frame can manage, and you just shoulder your way right through that.
Yeah, you can't get away from us, Jeffrey.
I am. I'm walking through the wall. I'm doing it. Screw it.
You go straight through the wall. He's like, fuck. Actually, you go through the wall, and I want you to immediately roll Keep Your Cool.
Oh no, you're going to see some fucked up shit in there.
I am.
Or he put up bindings on the walls of his cabin like a
that's
freak.
Cold, right? So
yes.
9.
So 9. There are there are ghost wards. Oh, they're not just wards. You actually see there are not just wards here. There are ghost traps here.
Oh, fuck him.
Like a little freak, like I said.
Like a little freak.
Yeah, like a bitch. We're gonna fight him.
And Charlie, you see in here that there is arcane script everywhere.
This Joker.
So you can choose whether or not to go through that wall.
Oh no, I'm going through the wall.
Oh, you're going through that wall?
It's happening.
So
I'm gonna get screwed over.
So the traps are going to cause you 1 harm.
Okay.
And I want you to roll. I want you to roll dark for me. You're trying to avoid the trap.
Okay. Oh no. Okay. What am I rolling? Dark, you said?
Dark.
8.
Okay. What do you give up?
Oh,
the
that's
trap to get out of the trap. The trap gets you, but you can get out. What do you leave behind?
I'm not super familiar with the system, but can I leave a string?
Mm-hmm.
Be like, okay, well, I had 2 strings on Robin.
Okay.
And I spent one with the ghost with the fairy king. So I'm thinking I'll just leave my other in this whole situation.
I would say actually in this case that the summoner gets a string on you. I think Gregor has a string on you.
That's fair. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I think that is going to be represented by I think that is actually going to be represented by one of your hands looks more immaterial and ghostly than the rest of you. All right, but you bust through that wall and you are able to be active. What are the rest of you guys doing? Charlie, you've busted in the door. Arcane script everywhere.
Chauncey, don't you have a gun? There we go.
Yeah,
I'm pulling out a gun.
You got a gun. You see, because you were trained to see this, you see that there are definitely two people in here. So there's Gregor on the floor. You've got a gun on. And his hands are up. He is super gun, not ready for that. Ghosts, yes. Guns, no. There is another man in the kitchen area who like
to see if I could get in that way.
There is a back door. And as you hit the back door, you see another man shorter and stockier than the previous man running out of it.
I'm try to stop him.
Cool. Would you like to lash out physically?
I would love to lash out physically, you know. Love to do it.
It's just that time of day.
It's
You're also a little tank, aren't you? Your volatile's high.
Yeah, but it's still only gonna be a 6 because I rolled a 2, a 2, and my volatile is 2, so it's just a 6.
Oh boy.
Well, would you like to? Would you like to? On a 6, he is going to keep going.
I don't want that.
You can spend.
What's the donation for advantage?
We've got 2 in the pool.
Oh, we have 2 in the pool. Then I will just take it to make it a 7.
Yeah, take it, make it a 7. So on a 7 to 9, you harm them, but choose one. They learn something about your true nature and gain a string on you. I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self.
Well, I've been gearing towards my darkest self for a while because my darkest self is that you aren't subject to human rule or mercy. To escape your darkest self, you must in some way rebalance the scales of justice. I've been moving towards my darkest self since they were like, you want this knife?
Mm-hmm.
You want to go get vengeance on the people who fucked us up and took your friend? So I've been moving there anyway, so I'll just go into it.
All right. Darkest self.
Beautiful.
What happens to this man?
I think I'm going to, so he tries to like rush past me. I think I kind of like elbow check him with the hand that is holding the knife. And so as I do, I think it cuts across like maybe like the upper part of his arm, and where it cuts, it starts to frost over and freeze.
This man drops screaming. You've become your darkest self. But you have also in this he has learned something about your true nature. You've revealed your nature to him.
Yeah.
And you see him quickly, like he dropped immediately. So but you see him like just on the ground. And you feel for a second something catch in like behind your sternum a little bit, and you see that as when he dropped to the ground, when he hit the ground, he immediately, with his fingers in the dirt and with his own blood, immediately drew one of those sapping sigils, and it's tied to Winter. He identified you super quickly. That might not be enough to save him.
I was gonna say, I'm Winter, but the knife's not, so stamp.
You know, But it was so quick. This guy's good.
Right. But I will hold off on stabbing him if he's on the ground until my friends come out of the cabin. So I will just stand like over him with this knife.
All right. Charlie, you jumped in the door. Marissa, you came in the wall. Andy, what are you doing? Or Gabby, what are you doing? Do you care?
Yeah, can I sigh impatiently and stride across the room and kick that guy in the jaw?
Oh yeah.
Because I am on a clock. I am on a strict countdown during which a time I can get laid.
Do it.
And this is taking way too long already. So I'm just going to step across the room and just try to kick him across the jaw while he's lying there on the ground.
Roll lash out physically. It's really a formality.
Just like through my die.
Chuck it.
Okay. You gave me...
Your volatile is at 0 right now.
A 0. Okay, cool. So then, yes, that is a success. It's a mixed success. It's a 7.
Okay.
But it would have been a -6.
Okay. They learn something about your true nature, or I decide how bad the harm turns out, or you become your darkest self. You don't have a darkest self. You are the darkest self.
That's true.
I think the only thing that makes here is that I decide how bad the harm turns out.
Cool.
This guy goes unconscious immediately. Like you just boot him in the jaw. He's out.
Andy, we can't ask him questions if he's unconscious.
Were we asking questions?
Sorry, I would have liked to ask him questions.
Were we asking questions? My mistake.
Grace, what do you want to do?
Oh, have I been in the room the whole time? I don't think I was in the room.
You don't have to be in the room. You can be out on the porch if you want. If you're out on the porch, what would you be doing? These people have busted into the house. Robin went around back.
A man screamed.
You heard a man scream from around back. Are you just
not worried about that?
Not worried about that? If you're out on the porch on the front, I will give you this. You see, this is kind of this is a couple houses down from yours, but you see in the front the two of the Owens, the Finn and Riley, are packing the Jeep.
You know what? Grace would find that sus. She's just so determined that they are villainous that like she's gonna march over and ask what they're up to.
There's stabbing happening inside. She's like, "What's with the car?"
But you are doing something sus. No, this is good stabbing. I know what this stabbing is about.
I don't know what they're doing over here.
I don't know what you guys are doing over there.
You guys
know it's not good.
Yep. Marissa, to you, do you have any other actions to take?
Well, I was limitless, and what do I want to do? I think I want to. I guess I'll lash out physically, which is very dumb for me, but it's okay. Where we are.
Okay, what are you trying to do? Lashing out physically?
So this dude laid a ghost trap, and I'm really pissed off about it. He's like, I am hurt, and my friend is in a state, and the whole world is against me right now anyway. So I'm just gonna like rage punch with my hand that is not like immaterial.
Do it.
Oh no. That's volatile, isn't it?
It is volatile.
4.
Oh, no.
Charlie, you get in the way of this. You see this happening and you're
and I'm just like, this guy's unconscious, like
I don't want to take over your character, but I just feel like that's something you would do.
No, I think that's fair. Because I think Charlie saw this starting to happen and was just like, all right, he's already unconscious. Okay. Let's just take a minute. What's happening out back? There was a scream.
Well, I think I'm standing over this man with this knife, and I'm gonna kind of like bobble it up and down a little bit while I'm looking at him, and I'm gonna say, did you draw the ones in the woods or the ones in the shed? Because trust me, you're gonna want to be honest with me about this, and depending on which ones you drew, that's gonna depend on if you live or not. So tell me the truth. Which ones did you draw?
He, looks at you and says, I will tell you the truth. This is the honest truth. I did not draw either of those circles. I designed those circles. I did not create or draw those circles.
What for? I know the general gist, the binding and the sucking, but why use them?
Are we bonding and sucking? Did I miss that?
I was gonna say someone has to say
it. Yeah. He
in a couple minutes.
My brother, he is very sad. He wants his creativity back, and he wanted a muse. I want to see my little brother happy. I try to help him. I get stabbed by a vengeful fairy, these things.
Well, let me tell you something. Your brother's gonna get stabbed by a vengeful fairy in a couple minutes, but here's the thing. You can tell me right now if I'm gonna stab him in the shoulder, if I'm gonna stab him in the heart. How do we wake up our friend?
You're friends with the muse, yes?
Yes.
How long was she in circle for?
We don't know exactly. We last saw her last night.
Oh, should be fine. Give it, don't know how much energy he might have taken. Maybe 8 hours. 4.5 hours should be fine. Upper limit, a day. She'll be fine. It grows back. Nice thing about muses, nice thing about sort of demi deities, things that are bound slightly to human. Soul grows back is good.
Shoulder it is then. And I'm gonna step over him to go into the
back.
Soul grows back. It's fine.
I'm gonna step over him to go into the house.
Hold on. Right hand shoulder, please. Left hand shoulder, big artery goes straight up to the brain. Please do not. People fuck that up in movies all the time.
You want to come in here and show me where to stab your brother?
Yes, please, actually.
Come here. Come show me where to stab your brother.
Yeah. Look, I just, if you're going to,
Robin comes into the house with this man and just walks over to where you guys are standing over him. It's like, oh, good, he's unconscious.
He hurts like a bitch,
Yeah,
Russians are very practical people.
My
brother, he's so pathetic. He has to go and kidnap girls to try to write books. I don't know. This is fucked up.
That's really tragic.
It's very fucked up. That sounds very, very fucked up.
That's true. We should kill him.
We're not gonna kill him.
Please don't kill him.
I'm more convinced now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Don't kill him. Don't kill him. He's a big mess.
How do we know he won't do this again?
So, also, how do we know this person's telling the truth?
Oh, fear of death, and
I believe this woman will kill me. Not necessarily right now. In this moment, looking at you, I'm pretty sure that you are going to. You will be the last thing I see because you are going to kill me.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
Sometimes this is problem of magic. Is sometimes you know exactly how you're going to die, and you just kind of have to get used to it.
To be fair, that's part of Robin's allure.
Want me to stab you too?
I mean, lightly.
That's kind of fucked up. I don't understand it.
Is anybody else really turned on right now, or is it just me?
It's just you. It's just you.
This is a good day for me.
Look, look.
Yeah, show me where to stab your brother. I gotta go talk to some dryads. And then where's Grace?
Well, he put it on the fucking trees, you idiot. He sort of points out like where you can stab him while missing any major arteries. So
just gonna give him a quick hard stab straight through. You hear it, you hear the tip of it thunk against the floor.
Oh, he wakes up. He's yelling, he's screaming. His brother's like, there.
I mean, I think Charlie just covers his mouth because Charlie doesn't want this commotion.
And he's like, go away, I'll handle this.
I'm gonna take the blade and be like, okay, so
this is, she will be fine. Give her a couple of hours. I deal with this, you know. And it'll be fine.
Pleasure doing business with you. Let's never do this again.
Yeah, just
please, I do not wish this.
baby.
Please,
slop
get
that
out
down,
of my cabin.
dude. Yeah, dude, crack one for the big boy.
And he starts to bind up the brother's wound while speaking rapidly to him.
Donation.
Oh, there's a donation.
We got a donation.
Yeah, from Victoria for $15.
Oh, for $15.
Funny voice.
Yes.
Funny voice time for Grace's confrontation with the brothers.
Yes.
Completely unnecessary confrontation with the brothers. Like, the situation has been resolved and Grace has no idea. So Grace is literally starting something for no reason.
Sounds like Grace. I love it.
Sounds like Grace.
So you go. You travel over there. You see the brothers. You walk over to the brothers in a car, and one of them, Finn, he pulls a gun on you immediately, pointed straight in your face, and he says, "Get the fuck away from me. I will shoot you. I'm not afraid."
I'm not afraid either.
Well,
but I am concerned about the fact that you think you need to pull a gun on me just for coming up to see what you're doing.
I'm packing up and leaving. And you should tell my brother, you should tell Charlie to get the fuck over here and get in the Jeep. We are going home. And you will, if you are very, very lucky, we will forget your face and name.
Did they ever get Grace's name?
Did you already know who I was before this?
All I know is you're not human. All I know is that you are the enemy, and you have always been the enemy this entire time. And although you wear the clothing and have the aspect and the appearance of being someone quite nice, you are, and always will be, my enemy.
So I'm not dealing with anyone in power with the Owens family then. That's good to know for the future, since you were useless this time. Now I understand why. I will be sure to let your brother know that he should come join you. Since
you wanna,
I'm assuming he's just as useless as you are.
He's gonna pull the trigger.
Do it. I don't know.
Do it, asshole.
I think.
What does Riley do?
I think the fact is this man straight up shoots you
in broad daylight. Holy shit!
He's had a day. Finn,
do I even roll anything? Or
can she roll anything? She's a hollow.
So
I don't know. What happened? Is she a ghost with me?
You roll.
I don't think to be a ghost since I don't have a soul.
I don't think so either. But I wanted
death,
it.
actually.
What was that?
Skirting death is a move.
Ooh.
To avoid death, you erase all harm and choose one. Become your darkest self or lose all strings you have on everybody.
I become my darkest self.
Yeah, we're all doing it.
All right, doing it. All right. Oh, that's good.
Do you need to know what my darkest self is?
I see it. I just read it. So yeah, he shoots you. You all hear the gunshot. You see, it hits you. He shoots you, but you are hollow. Yeah. So your body first hits the ground.
Yeah.
Finn puts the gun away, turns back to the car, and says, "We're going." Gets in. He and Riley get in. Charlie!
Are we all just standing on the porch now?
You know,
wow.
You don't have to go with them.
And Charlie, they yell, "Put the rest of them down and come home. We've been playing around for long enough."
Wow.
Charlie puts the safety back on his gun and reholsters it.
I'm gonna
fuck it. Finn and Riley peel out in the car.
Okay.
Where's
Tom? Oh my
Tom?
god, I want to go after them, and this is the dumbest thing. I'm just this ghostly body is finally gonna be it.
Sure.
Because they just shot like one of my best friends.
Yeah, they did.
And I watched it.
They did.
And I can't.
Yeah.
So yeah,
no.
I'm flying through their fucking car.
Destroy the engine.
I'm gonna do something physical.
They deserve it.
Let me scroll up.
You just like
right.
There's only so many things.
We're gonna have a beautiful moment here when I die.
I really don't think me just calling them cowards was gonna like add to the whole.
The problem,
like,
when you keep saying
dead?
You're not gonna do it, don't do it. You're not gonna do it. I don't believe you'll do it, you coward. Is that sometimes they're not a coward and they will do it.
So I am going to. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this as a ghost. I know all I can do is walk through walls and fly and shit, but I'm going in their car.
What do you want to do?
I'm going to stop their fucking car and have them headbutt the freaking windshield because I am really angry.
Doable. Roll. I am going to make you roll lash out physically like this because you are interacting with.
But I assume that I can act as though they're at fault for my death.
Yeah,
because
they kind of are.
So yeah, they literally are.
Yes.
Okay, so it's fine.
I did just review the Danny Phantom theme song, and I think all you can do is walk through walls, disappear, and fly. So those are your options.
We don't need to follow Danny Phantom rules.
Oh, that's volatile, isn't it?
It is volatile.
Damn it! I didn't want it to be.
Wait, don't I get to?
So
you don't.
I guess it's just 10.
You
it's
do.
10.
It's 10. Okay, 10. Ooh, 10. Yeah, you do it. You do it.
Hell yeah!
You.
I got so excited. I'm avenging us.
You do this.
Sorry, Charlie, your brother is in advance. I realize they probably won't die just because of like other.
It's fine. I don't.
You the one who's driving, who is going to be Riley, because Finn. The one who's driving slams his forehead into the steering wheel and is just like his bell is rung. He tree.
That I can live with that.
They weren't going particularly fast. You are unfortunately familiar with all of the ways a human body can be mangled from having seen it, and his ribs just crunch into that dashboard.
You know, they just shot me, but I also still feel bad. Like,
here's my question. You said you skirted death and became your darkest self. Does that mean you actually are gonna just like in any second just gonna sit up and be fine?
Yeah.
Speaking
or she's
of,
gonna become a ghost.
You could just do that now.
You should.
Technically, if that's like on the table, yeah, I think that's what happens. Is that she just like sits up.
So that was just a freak car accident, right, Charlie? That's what happened.
There's a lot of
You just witnessed a car accident.
Oh,
I think that depends on whether or not my brothers are alive.
Your brother shot someone in broad daylight, point blank.
Oh, so it's fine as long as they didn't.
No, it's I know they're not good people.
One of them's missing. Where's Thomas?
Where is Thomas?
I'm gonna go into the cabin and see if I can find my brother. / take a moment to myself in the midst of all of this.
You need a moment, my dude. I'm just happy my friend's alive.
He's just sitting there. He's like, "Was that Finn?" Sounds like Finn.
Yeah, that was Finn and Riley. Well, that was first Finn, and then that was Finn and Riley crashing the car.
Super cool. Which one did they shoot?
They shot Grace.
Oh, we're fucked. Oh, we are fucked. They shot. Oh, fuck. Okay. On the one hand, this is good. She's gonna get up. She'll be fine. On the other hand,
what? And I think at that point, Grace has like wandered in.
Hey, I was super not involved in anything to do with you, right? Had nothing to do with it.
You mean the fact that your siblings shot me?
I absolutely definitely had nothing to do with that. Definitely had nothing to do with that.
I know, because you might be the only one in your family who actually knows what's going on and actually knows what the fuck I am to your family and what they did.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, that is true. He sure doesn't know.
No.
Those two buffoons definitely didn't.
They
would not have shot you.
They're useless.
Oh,
why do you even have them?
But they're not useless, man. They're not useless. They're really good at certain things. Those things just don't happen to be
anything that came up during the course of the time that they met a bunch of supernatural people and dealt with the fact that their own brother was caught up in a supernatural ritual?
To be fair, I was trying really
they
hard.
Good at?
Oh, killing people.
What?
Killing people.
Actual people, I assume, because
no,
I'm still alive.
No, you never were alive. You know that. Come on.
You can't say that to someone.
I can say that to anybody.
It's fine. I'm not actually ever alive, Charlie.
Right?
Because that's the thing, isn't it? Is that I'm not a person. Your family definitely doesn't think I'm a person. That's why they shot me so easily.
I mean, my family doesn't think most people are people.
He's not wrong.
So here I am. Your family tried to kill me, and I'm still here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I ain't doing shit. I got nothing against any of y'all.
Now hear me out.
Andy, like in the door.
What? Real?
Gabby's like, I'm literally.
There is a lot of aggression in this room right now, and I think we could be putting it to a better use. Your shirt off, you're going to get on the bed over there, Charlie. Really just lose everything.
Hey. Are you starting now?
She looks down at the watch on Andy's wrist and she says, yes.
Andy, Thomas is my brother.
Okay,
sure.
But like...
Yeah, I put you on opposite sides of the room.
Yeah.
You're not that girl.
Do you care?
From before. Yes, I care. Yes, I care. I assume, are you, I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here. Y'all.
I have to go give this bloody knife back to the Dryads before they find out.
Guys, so, we could just have sex in the woods, though.
Yeah, like, we can just go back.
Thomas is familiar. It's fine.
Andy, what point?
I have not had sex in the woods. I did not have sex with Eden. I did not have sex with Eden. I did not have sex with Eden. Listen.
Okay, so you're boring. Whatever. Okay, we hear you.
Change of plan.
Oh, Charlie.
Change of plans. Everybody follow us to the woods. You got 10 minutes, Robin.
I can work with 10 minutes.
Y'all have fun. I'm out. He picks his book back up. Says, yeah, I'm out.
Oh, Jesus.
Bless you.
All right, let's go back to the Dryads then.
Well, Grace, are you okay, Grace? Do you need another minute? Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Grace's darkest self.
Sneezing. Yeah, Thomas is just like,
cool.
That's fine. I'm over Thomas now.
Yep. We go back. We give the knife to the Dryads. We have an orgy with the Dryads.
The Dryads, not on a war footing, are very fine with that.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
Cool.
I think Grace is uninterested in the Dryad orgy, so Grace probably will help with Charlie.
Yeah. Thomas sort of tries to sort of explain what he remembers of the previous night. He was intending to sort of go off with her and like immediately come back and basically what he kind of wanted to do was be like, look, don't fuck with my little brother like this. You know, this is not cool. Yes,
Likely
I'm doing the same
story.
thing. And then it got out of hand, and he let it get out of hand because he's an asshole. And he apologizes, but he does not apologize for what he is. He knows what he is, and he's an asshole. And he says, all right, I'm going to I guess I'll call emergency services for our idiot brothers. And figure that shit out. But I'm not going to be welcome back at the compound, so if you want out, this might be your only out.
Where are you going to go?
I don't know. I'll find something.
Dryad?
This was a weird supernatural pilot.
Charlie, we told you belong to us now.
Yeah, you might belong to this pack of monster girls.
That's true. I may just be adopted. We will see.
New Charlie lore just dropped.
We're like, all right. Were you enrolled in college? We take you back to the school? Will you live in the sorority?
I want to be enrolled in college. That is my deepest dream.
There you go.
I forgot that your family was awful.
Yeah.
I have another good out for this game.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We're doing our outro. Go.
The next morning, the sun is shining, birds are singing, it's very early, and Andy awakens once again herself in a tangle of bodies with naked dryads and Marissa and Robin there as well. And she like looks around, and for a second she has this like horrified look on her face, and then she like thinks about it for a second and settles back in and says, "Damn, I'm gay."
That's all Robin ever actually wanted right there. That sentence.
Incredible.
Beautiful. 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 And that is that. I feel like that's a perfect ending scene. Thank you all for joining us for this ridiculous session of Monster Hearts. This game that went in a couple of different directions than I was anticipating. And we will see you next time. Tune in next week for the adventures of Charlie and the Monster Girls. And
I wish I would
that would be very fun.
Keep playing
I mean,
very rompful.
I could be convinced. But yeah, so thank you all so much. Thank you to everyone who donated. We really appreciate it. We have been live from the apocalypse. We appreciate all of your donations. Please follow us on social media. You can also join our Discord. All of our socials and the links and all of that are being dropped into our chat even as I speak. And if you would like to follow us or give us subscriptions or anything like that, we encourage you instead to give all of the money you would spend on subscriptions or so on and so forth to the International Rescue Committee, who are an absolutely wonderful charity whose t-shirt I really should be wearing right now.
I know, right?
True.
I should have done that. I'll wear it tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is our final day. Our final game of Haz-mas is tomorrow night, Release and Rebirth, a game of trauma and healing and adorable animals. And interestingly, for a game of trauma and healing, there are no less than 3 professional mental health counselors in that game. So
I
it
feel
should
like that's
be fun.
actually
Yeah, just
fitting.
fucking
Yeah.
rip it,
Oh, yeah.
baby.
It's gonna be good.
Slop that down,
Yeah, that's
dude.
right.
Shit, yeah, dude.
So,
Clap one for
thank
the
you
big
for
boy.
the final donation.
Those $20 from our good friend Bleak Season, who ran the
Thank
Beast of Yule Pass just a few days ago.
Thank you, Bleak Season. And with that, I suppose I shall end this game in a silly voice.
Yeah.
Good night to all of you, and we
to
shall
all a
see
good
you
night.
tomorrow.
Goodbye.
True. We will be back tomorrow night. In the meantime, we are going to disappear in just a second. Don't go away. We're going to raid our good friend Allison at Insight Checked. They are streaming a game called Pentiment. And it'll be a good time. There are 2 raid messages in the chat. If you happen to be subscribed, you can copy paste the first one and throw it into their chat when we get over there. If you're not, feel free to grab the second one with the little raccoons. But we'll be hopping over there in just a second. Please come along for the ride. And on that note, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.